And John views society as composed of groups competing for scarce resources. Mark would be considered a deep functionalist, and John would be seen as a deep conflict theorist. Those are examples of what a functionalist is and what a conflict theorist is. Number 13. Functionalists and conflict theorists tend to focus on the A, macro, M-A-C-R-O, level, or large-scale patterns of society in conducting their analysis. Does everyone understand why?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 14. Which of the following represents a correct sequence is in order, a correct sequence of steps in the research process? The answer is D. First you select a topic, then you review the literature, then you collect the data, and then you share the results. Number 15, a statement that describes how variables are expected to be related to one another, often according to a prediction from a theory, is known as a B, hypothesis. That's the definition of a hypothesis.
What is the definition?
The definition of hypothesis is a statement that describes how variables are expected to be related to one another, often according to predictions from a theory. Number 16, the term C, reliability, refers to the extent to which different studies come up with similar results. That's reliability. That's the definition of reliability. Number 17, which research method involves collecting data by having people answer a series of questions? The answer is D, survey. Survey. Number 18. You know, I don't see too many people writing questions. I hope you're writing these down because a lot of you got them
I
wrong.
get it right. That's why
What's that?
I get those right. That's why I'm not here.
Yeah, but some of the others you had. Okay. Number 18. What is the defining characteristic of a random sample? Random sample. And the answer is C. It gives each person in the population an equal chance of being chosen. That's the definition of a random sample. It gives each person an equal chance of being chosen. Number 19. Jared is conducting research on the homeless. For 6 weeks, he has lived among the homeless 24/7, sleeping on the street or at a shelter, and engaging in the same activities as the population he is studying. By doing so, Jared has been able to gather a broad understanding of the homeless and their needs and characteristics. In view of this, Jared is using D, participant observation, as a method of gathering data. For all of you that got that wrong, do you know why you got that wrong? 20, Steve and Naomi are counting the empty whiskey bottles in trash cans to measure the level of whiskey consumption in town. These researchers are using a method of research referred to as D, unobtrusive measures. You got that wrong? Unobtrusive, that's the definition of using unobtrusive measures. It's when you get your data while you're not, while you're hidden, no one sees you. But there's a difference between participant observation and unobtrusive collection of data. The difference is that with participant observation, you are one of the people that's doing whatever it is that they're doing. If using unobtrusive measures, you're not. So let's say you wanted to study people in a bar, the culture in a bar. You go sit down at the bar, and you have your drink, and you're looking at people around you. This is participant observation, because you are one of the people in the bar. You're a participant. If you are trying to get the information and you're not a participant, like the person who went to look for the empty whiskey bottles, in the garbage, then that's using unobtrusive measures, because you're not one of the participants. Two different things. Does anyone still not understand that? You understand that? Yes? No?
I understand, but the answer, what was the answer?
The answer is D, unobtrusive measures. Yeah, the question is, Steve and Naomi are counting the empty whiskey bottles in trash cans to measure the level of whiskey consumption in town. These researchers are using a method of research referred to as unobtrusive measures. Are they the ones that are drinking the whiskey?
No.
No. If they were the ones, it would be called participant observation. If they're not the ones that are included in the activity, if they're outside the activity, then it's called using unobtrusive measures. Number 21, language, beliefs, values, norms, behavior, material objects, and technology that are passed from one generation to the next by members of society describe a culture. That's the definition of culture. Number 22.